the Babylon Bee's topic of the week.
So what did you do on the space shuttle? What exactly do you do?
I was a structural loads on dynamic analysis analyst.
What does that mean?
And basically it means you sit at a computer 8 hours a day running programs that solve second-order differential equations with a...
See how like if,
An SOD.
if a really fat guy got on there, make sure it all hold together.
So you can calculate
Yeah, exactly.
how many Ethans
So I could
fit
have
on
you
the-
work on my chairs.
How many Ethans could you launch into orbit?
Yeah.
You'd have to get the shuttle and Ethans up to 17,500 miles an hour to achieve orbit.
So you know how fast you have to...
That's right.
The velocity you have to reach.
That's right.
So when you watched this new launch that just happened, the Elon Musk one, did you have special understanding of what was either impressive about it?
Oh, totally.
Everyone else is
Everybody,
like, it's neat, I guess.
if you're a rocket scientist, you understand how much energy it requires. Like, especially for that one he did a year or two ago that put his car into orbit. It actually goes into orbit out past Mars. His Tesla.
Oh, really?
You have to go. You have
Missed
to go.
that.
You have to go watch it. It was like February 2018. It was a Falcon Heavy, 3 rockets tied together, and he put his Tesla on top with a dummy sitting in it.
Isn't that littering?
yeah. And he launched it into orbit. It goes out past Mars, and then
Did it come back?
it goes around the sun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because my understanding is that he had that one rocket that it came back, right?
Yeah.
Like automatically came back.
Yeah, and the coolest part about the one 2 years ago, I understand you're talking about the one that he
It just
did.
happened, right? Was that the first time he pulled that off
No.
on a launch? Or I guess
Well,
he
well-
probably tested it, I'm sure. But,
With the Tesla, it is, yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that was the first time.
Tesla.
But with that particular launch, everybody was talking about it. Even I was in NASA meetings at the time, and we all stopped to go watch Elon launch his Tesla. And
It's like the Super Bowl for other people. You have the big party. And
I still have no Super Bowl.
and the coolest, I still tingle when I think about
tingle.
when I think about watching both of he had 3 rockets to go up to launch his Tesla. One of them then came back to land on a barge in the ocean, and 2 of them landed at the launch site. And they have you could probably get the video. I'm sure it's out there, and you can see both of these rockets come back near the launch site and like stick the landing.
Oh, from the Tesla one?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't even realize
on the
that.
ground
I had not
at the
seen
same
that.
time. Boom.
Wow.
And it's just like, holy cow! How did he do that?
Wow.
Yeah.
So he just left his car floating in space.
His car is still in orbit. Yeah.
So his hope is he's going to be able to go get it. It's kind of like when you put like something up, like your house up for collateral or whatever. It's like, okay, I'm going to achieve a point where I can get up there and drive around space, but just to prove it, just to give myself incentive, I'm going to put my car up there.
Yeah. He's got.
I'll be back.
He's got great plans. He is going to Mars, but I don't know if he's going to get his Tesla.
What about boring? I like how he's like going to dig a bunch of holes around LA. We can all drive underground.
I haven't heard much about that lately.
Yeah, they don't talk a lot about that.
But he was trying that. The great thing about Elon is he's not afraid to fail. Just try it. Just go try it. Don't mess around. Don't waste
Name
time.
your kid whatever.
The problem, and I've said this at work many, many times, the problem with the American space program right now is we are afraid to fail. And NASA has to be perfect. And we can't have any mistakes. And that's extremely time consuming and extremely costly to make that work. Elon's like, go blow stuff up. And this is kind of what the space program was in the 50s and 60s was we blew stuff up. Go watch all those videos.
Not on purpose. I mean,
not on purpose.
Yeah.
Not ISIS. I mean,
But you go, but you go and try something.
There's a spectrum between Elon Musk and ISIS. We have to,
Where is he on the spectrum?
yeah.
So if you had like billions of dollars, you would basically be Elon Musk. Like you're pretty jealous of what he's able to do here.
Yeah, but he's got a spirit of adventurism that most of us don't have.
So you wouldn't do that. You would just go live on a ranch.
I'm a
somewhere.
fairly conservative, straight-laced. I don't like to spend money. Ask your mom.
You just you would just bury the money in a ranch somewhere and not tell anybody it's there.
Yeah, I would make that mistake.
Would you hire a team of scribes to write down transcriptions of podcasts and stuff so you can go read them on your
Exactly.
printouts and stuff?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Do you have any cool space shuttle stories?
Do you mean like any of the famous astronauts?
There's a. Have you heard that story?
I don't know.
What's the story?
Well,
Totally
I was at work and I heard that Buzz Aldrin, second man on the moon, was out in the lab.
Any relation to Buzz Lightyear?
No, Buzz Aldrin went to the moon and beyond. He didn't go to infinity and beyond.
Did he go beyond?
He didn't really go beyond. He just went to the moon.
He thinks, yeah, right.
Well, as you're
Although
standing on the moon,
they did
if you
orbit around it, right?
That's right.
hop up a little bit, you're
And
beyond.
now you're beyond.
Yeah,
Well, they orbited around it, so they went
that's beyond.
just
Yeah,
beyond.
I think he was the guy who took a golf club to the moon and
He snuck it on the.
yeah,
That's how we got all the
he
craters.
snuck it on the limb.
Now, what if the Apollo craft couldn't take off because it was one golf club too heavy? I don't know what happened. We didn't have enough thrust. It was like there was a golf club.
Well, it's hilarious if you listen to the video of Apollo 11 landing on the moon. In the background, you can hear the mission control continually saying, alarm 2001, alarm 2010, alarm 2017, alarm 44 or whatever. And that's basically the computer on the lunar lander that was trying to land on the moon probably had 2K of RAM, basically memory. And it was trying to do all these computations to land on the moon and not crash. And the computer was overloading. And every time it overloads, it has to basically just stop doing stuff. And so all these codes meant something to them, like, I am no longer doing this. I am no longer doing that. I'm no longer... And all I'm doing is firing thrusters and keeping you level. And Neil Armstrong's hearing all of this stuff, trying to land and pick a spot, to land. And he was about 10 seconds beyond, from what I understand, where he was supposed to be because he didn't like the spot that the thing had chosen. And so he flew it a little bit further and then landed, and everybody was, the rest of the story, how it worked out. But Buzz Aldrin was on that, and I heard he was out in the lab where I work. And somebody said, hey, Buzz is out here if you want to meet him. I'm just kind of like,
Do I ever?
So I go out there and I'm pretty calm. People are just people. My parents told me everybody puts their pants on one leg at a time unless you're a firefighter. And nobody, everybody's the same.
We're both trying to do math.
Do firefighters not put their pants on?
Pretty much.
They jump in two legs at once.
Gotcha.
They're going to hurry.
They're trained. Okay.
I just figured it out.
Okay, all right.
That's right. And
They slide down the pole right into the pants.
Also, one-legged people don't put.
that would be the politically correct.
Well, they'd still do one leg at a time, right?
It's
It's just they only have one.
three-legged people. Maybe it's whatever.
That'd be the same.
Legless people.
So everybody.
Double amputees.
People are just people. I don't, really care who you are. We're all special in God's eyes, but nobody's extra special except Christ Himself. And so I go down to meet.
This guy was amazing.
So it's like Christ, Buzz Aldrin.
So I go down. I go into the lab, and he's standing over there along with some congressman, and there's a few people milling around. And I walk up, and I am so freaked out and starstruck. I just, I kind of just look down, I grab his hands, and I just said, Brent, man, 33 years on the Space Shuttle program, and I walk away.